viewers, welcome to Motoroids. My name is Karan and today we are in Goa riding Yamaha's brand new bike, the FZ25. Talking about this bike's performance, for a 250cc, it's not a hero. It's not going to tingle your senses. However, it makes enough power for your everyday needs. So 21 PS of power at 8000 RPM and 20 Newton meters of torque at 6000 RPM is what the 250cc fuel injected engine delivers. On the move, the throttle is pretty quick to your inputs. There's zero lag whatsoever and it feels pretty crisp. Through the gears, acceleration is pretty strong. It's between 6 and 8000 RPM that true power comes in. A few vibes will be felt through the bars, starting from 6000 RPM right to the 11,000 RPM mark, which is where the rev limiter cuts in. Gear shifts are smooth. They fall in place with a positive click. No false neutrals. Clutch action is smooth too. Really quick release. It's quite smooth at the lever. Braking feels strong, although initial bite isn't all that great. You have to grab quite a lot of that lever. Handling is smooth. It's flickable, very flickable, lightweight for a 250cc motor, and for the bulk that it carries, it doesn't feel weighty at all. Brilliantly flickable through corners. Adequate grip provided by the MRF rubber at front end. Once you start pushing the motorcycle through the bends and make it lean deeper, that's when the soft nature of that suspension really raises its head. It's not really a bottle though. That's not what Yamaha is selling that bike as a USP. The engine, the way it sounds, although it sounds a little more meatier than the FZ16, however, it sounds, the sound from the throat is very similar to the smaller motorcycle. Off the line, it's quick, it's nimble, and power delivery is quick, on-off throttle transitions without any lag. And through gears, as long as you've dialed in revs beyond the 5000 mark, it will redline till the 11,000 mark. That's when the limiter cuts in. Gear shifts are really smooth, and if you ask us about top speed given an open stretch, you should be able to see about 140 kilometers per hour on that electronic speedometer. The TVS and Bajaj products which are on offer might be cheaper, but then this one feels nicer to ride. It feels like it has been well made. Of course, if you neglect a few parts like this black tank part, which already has a few scratches here, you might need a tank guard here if you buy one. And apart from that, you get nice bits in form of this LED tail light, LED headlights up front, and there's not much missing from this bike apart from ABS, which might be missed by many, but if you ask us, it isn't really that much of a difference considering the power this motorcycle makes. We didn't really miss ABS on this machine. What we would also have liked is a 6-speed box. This one only gets 5. It can cruise comfortably around the 100, 110, 120 mark. Beyond that, you'd be really pushing it. There's a mild amount of vibration which you feel through the bars, but they wouldn't bother you. What you get on this bike is fuel injection, 282 mm front disc brake, beefy forks, LED lights up front that puts it in the Dominar territory, but this one doesn't get as many diodes. So illumination, we aren't sure, must be bright, but we'll have to check it in the night. It comes with an auto headlight on feature, so you don't have a manual button to flick it on or off. What you get on the FZ25 is a digital display that shows you speed, engine speed, fuel gauge, and there are various options to see real-time fuel economy, average fuel economy, a clock, odometer and couple trip meters. Not very fancy but functional. And switchgear again is typical Japanese Yamaha quality. You sit in a very sporty manner with your feet going back up and a little of your weight coming towards the tank. Seats are very comfortable. They've been padded well, not too soft, not too harsh, so should withstand longer journeys. We should be comfortable therein. The pillion seat here again has a lot of space for someone sitting behind. It isn't as narrow as the one that was there on the first gen FZ16. Floating grab rails finished in aluminium, and what you also get at the back is LED tail lights, which look rather fancy. You get this extension for the license plate holder and the indicators, a tire hugger to save you from splashes in the rain, neat looking sari guard, box section swing arm, and at the rear now you get a rounded profile for the MRF rubber. Radials have been given a miss in favor of durability. A lot of owners I knew would complain about punctures with the first gen FZ. An open chain, no covers there, and a mono shock at the rear, a link type which can be adjusted. Seems to be set up on a softer setting right now. It's not really perceivable when the bike is doing moderate speeds, but then as you build up speeds and attack corners, that's when it comes to the fore, the soft nature of that suspension. Coming over to this side, what you get is a rear disc brake. That's a Nissin caliper back here. The front, in contrast, is a Biber built setting. A chunky looking exhaust system. The tank here looks very muscular, very FZ. It has these nice elements where you have these 4 vents which match these vents here too. There are no perforations here. However, they look rather nice, look rather muscular, and as an entire motorcycle, as a product, the FZ looks quite muscular, quite nice, but a fun machine overall, and for that price it will last. Something that wouldn't start falling apart in a couple years or a year of ownership. So if you're looking for that, this is a fun machine, fun within the urban climes, as long as you don't expect too much, and a good buy.